half bushel that gives you at least 10 items that are local or organic. We normally have like a unique or item you don't normally think about purchasing, so we'll have like chayote squash or jicama or a star fruit, something that you would have never thought to have purchased.
And something you got to get creative with.
Yeah, exactly. Something to inspire you to do something different with your food. And then once a month, we now host an Arlington Foodies Farmers Market in downtown Arlington. It's every second Saturday of the month from 2 to 6 p.m. at Legal Draft Brewing. That's 500 East Division Street. And, we do it from 2 to 6. We also have cook-offs and bake-offs and potluck picnics every spring and fall that our restaurants. Last time we had 14 restaurants donate to us and not expect anything back.
That's awesome.
Just because, we'll get 100, 150 people out there, and these 100 and 150 people are bringing their own food, and it's like this foodie mecca when you get out there. It's right there off of Bowman Springs Park. You've got a 180-degree view of the lake. We're there all evening until like 10 o'clock. Sometimes we'll have people come out and drum, people come out and sing, and you might hear me throw a tune. You never know.
So how did the Arlington Foodies Farmers Market come to fruition?
Well, it started with Aldo and Edith at Downtown Arlington Management Corporation. They've been really great to work with. Urban Union's been really great. Ryan Dodson, he's been really wonderful to work with too. They've really been very supportive in trying to build and grow the market with me. It started with, I guess it was last October, Edith called me in. She's like, "Hey, Aldo wants to talk to you." And I said, "Okay, cool." So he came in and we talked about it. And they're like, "Wow, you're doing a lot out here. And what do you think about a farmer's market?" And I thought, well, that could be really cool.
Well, yeah.
Sure, why not? So we did the we had our first pop-up. It was just me and my partner, Lana Virgo, who is just a gem of a woman. If you've ever met her, you love her already. She's just a Texas cottage baker, and she knows all the rules and all the regulations, and she can tell you what is and what is not as far as Texas legislation is concerned for Texas cottage bakers. So I thought immediately, well, if we're going to do this, Lana has got to be by my side. And we used to have a farmer's market in downtown Arlington, and it closed, and it moved to Hanley for a minute. And while it was at Hanley, Lana actually owned it. To have her come back, it's almost full circle. Yeah. We're literally a block and a half.
I was going to say very close. Like it's like right down the street from where the other one was.
Yeah, but we're not Grandma's Farmer's Market, though. No, we're right there at a brewery.
Yeah.
So, and we do fun stuff. Like Dino Rock has stepped in to really be a part of just to have an event space for the market every month. Auto people, all the mechanics and stuff, they've been very supportive. Every month that we have the market, they move all those cars out of the way so that we can have a nice open space for people to park. It has just been such a symbiotic relationship. It's been really impressive how active and open people have been to it. So
this is a question we ask a lot of people. What is your favorite pizza place in Arlington?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's tough, right?
That's a hard one.
Very hard.
It's a toss-up, and
no pun intended, Ob.
Yeah, funny dough. Well, I would have to say I have a tie in my mind. Okay. Beck's Nizza Pizza, Beckham Lou Saj, he came in. His Sicilian pizza is massive. It feeds me for 3 days and my family. I have a family of 4, 2 strapping, strong boys who could probably carry trucks if they wanted to, and, so you got to have a lot of pizza for them.
Yes, you do.
But then Old School Pizza, it's within walking distance from my house, and so that's kind of like mine and my husband's Wednesday night date night, so we'll walk over there and have their Mediterranean, we'll add some chicken, it's really, really good. And, the heart of both of these people, Beck would do anything for the community. He's so proactive in trying to help and support. In October, he's coming out and he's teaching pasta making to children at the market.
Wow. That's so cool.
Yeah, and Jeremy Washburn at Old School, he's the manager out there. I was asking him, because we had a guy that wanted to bring out a wood-burning oven, and I was like, my first question was, ooh, is that legal? Is Ryan going to be happy with that from Urban Union? And he was like, that's cool, and Maggie, who is the new downtown Downtown Arlington Management Corporation. She says, just make sure it's okay with the other people around. We don't want to step on any restaurant's toes, you know? So we did, and I asked Old School, and here was the response. He says, not only are we going to allow this guy, because the guy with the wood-burning oven, he came in because he wanted to raise money for his sister who has cancer. So, I mean, there was a reason why he wanted to be there. And Jeremy, after he heard that, he says, not only are we cool with it, but we're going to supply him the toppings that he needs to make these pizzas. That's awesome. So, I mean, it's like, I cried. I was like, oh my gosh. So, I mean, it's just the restaurants, the local ma and pa restaurants, there's a heart there that you don't always get with chain restaurants. And I think that that's something that people don't recognize is there's people behind these restaurants. You know, you go in and you eat a meal, you may love it, you may think it's okay, you may not like it at all. Maybe you found a hair in your food. Oh my gosh. You know, but the people behind these restaurants, they've got kids, they've got lives, you know, they've got children that have to go to baseball practice every Thursday, you know. They're people that are just like you and me, average Joes that are just trying to make a living. And, you know, I truly believe in putting energy in your food, and these people, they put their heart in everything they do. Whereas some of these chain restaurants, yes, they've got great people that work there too, but I don't think the attachment to the food and the attachment to their community exactly is as proactive as these little shops are.
Yeah, you can't truly taste the love in the food when it's just some corporate place that they've, you know.
Well, and it's because there's a set recipe. You're not going to get something special. Like the special of the day is something that's happening at 800 other restaurants nationwide. You know, whereas if you go to, say, Fork in the Road, Josh is really wonderful and proactive in the community too, and he works 70 and 80, sometimes even 100 hours a week just to make it go at his business. And his wife, she does the same thing. She's in the background making all these really fancy different desserts that you've never tried before. You know, that's not something you're going to get at Chili's, you know?
Now, what are some of your favorite restaurants in Arlington? Or what are some of the hidden gems that you think people don't really know about?
The first one that always comes to mind is Papaya Mexican Grill. That's my go-to for every birthday, every Christmas, every Valentine's Day. Hubby's like, what do you want? Sangria, margarita, and fajitas. Yeah. And Papaya's off of Center Street and Arkansas Lane. Right. So
it's not new, but I don't think I've noticed it for a while until I was passing it by, and I was like, oh, there is a Mexican restaurant in here.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And Mal and Carlos Schiffer, they're the owners. His real name's Mario, but on Facebook he's Mao. I go, why did you do that? He goes, because I don't know how to fix it. So everybody knows him as Mao now. But that's a really great one. It's probably one of my favorite Mexican food restaurants. But just down the way is Maria Bonita's Taqueria. Best tacos I think I've had in a very long time. There's so many, though. They're so good. Yes. Thai Basil's one of my favorite Thai restaurants. Their peanut broccoli is amazing. Sushi and ramen is really great. It's right there in that same area. Tandoor Indian. There's a lot. Neighborhood Grill. They're a hidden gem right there off of Arkansas Lane and Fielder in that Kroger shopping center area. And the best cheesecake is S&S, which is over there in the Big Lots parking lot off of Pioneer Parkway.
Oh, interesting.
So, in my opinion. In my opinion. Yeah, other people may think otherwise.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much for coming in. We really enjoyed having you here. I know we've been out to the farmers market. We plan to go again. We encourage our audience to go check it out. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you so much. Yeah, for our next farmers market that we've got at least 37 vendors that are going to be there, and we've got a lot more producers this time than we have in the past. Nice. So I really hope you do come out, can see what we've got, because it really is an Arlington-born and an Arlington-developed event. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that was our show. We do have an update on the Arlington Foodie Farmer Market.
So it is moving. It will no longer be at Urban Union. There are some places in Arlington, but I don't think anything's been finalized. However, what has been finalized
as of press time.
As of press time.
This just in.
Every fourth Saturday from 2 to 6 p.m. beginning July 27th at New Main Brewing in Pantego. Our neighbors to the...
They're about in the middle.
Yeah, are the neighbors, we surround them.
We do
Our neighbors
surround them.
everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We surround them.
Mm-hmm. Don't you forget it, Pantego.
And check the Facebook group to find out other updates about other locations.
So what else is coming up in this wonderful city?
June 29th at 8 p.m. at Levitt Pavilion. I'm going to mess this up, but I'm doing it anyway. Flor de Tolioche. It is not Italian like it sounded, but it is an all-woman mariachi band.
That actually sounds cool.
They're Grammy Award winning as well.
Awesome. June 30th at 8 p.m. is Wood and Wire at the Levitt as well.
July 1st through the 4th, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
There you go.
That's my home team.
Will be at the Rangers. So go check that out and watch the Rangers kick their butts.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They
Who's
will.
won a
Rangers
World
doing very
Series?
well.
You
How
need
long
to
ago
take
was that?
Yeah. Who lost 2 in a row, all right?
Well,
It was us.
we don't-
Oh,
Rangers are doing great this year, though.
we're
guys.
doing all right.
Angels
all right.
are not. So, July 3rd, we are doing Light Up Arlington downtown from 6 to 10 at the Founders Plaza. Also that day, a free animal show at the library from 6 to 7.
All right. Don't forget about the 4th of July parade at 9 a.m. downtown.
Kind of a famous parade. Lots of people come to it. Have you ever been to one?
I've been to the night one. I haven't been to the day one. Maybe it was a different parade.
Okay.
So no. Let's say no.
A night parade.
Yeah, they do night parades.
That was just
Everything's lit up.
then they were stealing stuff. That's just looting.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh,
that
was
just
it?
looting.
Yikes.
So, I'm sorry. I've been to the downtown parade. It's great. It is very hot, but it is super great.
Don't we know somebody who performs in it every
Our
year?
friend Fredo performs in it every year, and I don't know how, but he does it, and good for him. So on July 6th, having said all that about the parade, on July 6th, Zane Williams at Levitt Pavilion at 8:30.
So do not forget to visit our website and email us with episode ideas, maybe some concerns, questions.
Comments.
Also, hit us up on the Twitter if you got those. We are at ATX Citizen Media. Like our Facebook page, Arlington Citizen Media. Follow us on Instagram at Arlington Citizen Media. Email us those questions, concerns, comments, and concerns at arlingtoncitizenmedia@gmail.com. That website is www.arlingtoncitizenmedia.com. And don't forget to subscribe to the Downtown and give us those 5-star reviews on Apple Music, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. You can also find us on SoundCloud and YouTube.
That's everywhere. No excuses.
Yeah, we're everywhere, guys.
We are everywhere. We are global.
Literally.
So
World Wide Web.
Yes. So thank you, Al Gore, for the internet, for allowing us to be global, and thank you for listening to this show.
Thank you.
Go rediscover your city.
Pantigo wants to fight.
everywhere.
Pantigo wants to fight me. Like, bring it. Like, I just need to get like 6 of my neighbors, and we got them.
Done.
Yeah.
Figured it out.